Hey there. Today I want to talk about a topic that can feel pretty abstract and vague. We all have many different ideas about what it means, and I have my own ideas and felt experiences. So I just want to share that. We are talking about self-love. Now, before I go into my experience with it, I want to clarify what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about anything material or physical. Although being nice to yourself physically is a part of self-love, I find that it's not what matters the most. Something I have noticed is that I often find people who seem to have no context for self-love. To them, it seems like it's this foreign concept that is almost imaginary or illusory. And I was curious to understand why it feels so unreal to some people. Why can some people just not reach that place of being kind to themselves, of being loving to themselves? And to be honest, although I lived in that reality for a long time, I don't know how exactly I started to love myself, because it was not anything I did intentionally. It was not born out of my efforts. I just had a few really intense experiences of suffering that pushed me to orient towards myself. I just remember traveling somewhere on a bus and this thought hitting me while I was looking outside the window of, I'm not a bad person. Why am I so hard on myself? And it could be a thought that I would have had so many times and ignored. But there was something very different about this moment when I experienced it, because it was not just a thought. I felt it deep in my body. I felt the truth of that thought. It was true that I wasn't a bad person, and it was true that I was way too hard on myself. I used to beat myself up way too much. I used to think of myself from a very distorted and wounded lens. And it was that insight, that recognition in my body that helped me orient towards that suffering. And truthfully, that moment, even though it felt very significant, I ignored it. I did not see the significance of it for a long time. I could only see that moment as being significant once I started to piece things back together and understand, how did I exactly get here? How did I find a way to be nice to myself and to want the best for myself and actually be able to be kind to myself? None of it was purely intellectual for me. My suffering was what became the truth beneath the love I built for myself. Because what my suffering gave me was context. It really validated all the pain I had been carrying. If I wouldn't have acknowledged all that pain that was sitting inside me and felt it and saw where my suffering was not only of my own making, that I existed inside a larger context, inside a larger environment that deeply impacted and shaped who I had become. Without that, no amount of acceptance could exist. You cannot accept what you are unwilling to perceive. You cannot accept what you are unwilling to feel through and release. It is literally impossible to think your way into acceptance. It has to be felt. And to feel acceptance, you must feel the devastation first, the grief first. And you must be warm to yourself in that process and be willing to be present with yourself in that process. My insight that changed everything for me, it came out of nowhere, but it brought with it love. And that love brought me a lot of pain, because then I could see exactly where it was missing. And when I saw that, I could choose love. I could tell myself, you deserved better. I'm sorry that love was missing. And after that, I will give that to you. How? By being present no matter what. I will be here with you even when your heart is breaking, even when you are going through deep suffering. I will not run away. I will not try to suppress. I am here. That is the deepest definition of self-love for me, of being present with myself no matter what, being kind to myself no matter what. And you, whoever you are, no matter how you feel about yourself, you deserve that too. And I want you to notice in this moment, does your heart hurt listening to that? Don't run away from that pain. Be with it. Ask it, where does it hurt? And if you find that you are unable to be with yourself in your suffering, please find support. Reach out to your loved ones who have that capacity to hold space for you, or go to a therapist. I swear on the other side, there is so much lightness and freedom. So many of us spend so much time running after love, expecting it from other people, which, fair, we deserve that. We should get that. But have we ever given ourselves that? What we do often by running after love only through other people is reinforce that lack. And I have found that the more loving I am able to be with myself, the more love I can experience from people other than me. Even if they do not understand my needs, even if they love me in their own way and not in ways that I need, because I am out here giving myself the love that I need. And this is not a call for hyper independence. It is a request to recognize your power to generate that love for yourself. When you get that power, you feel more loved by people who love you imperfectly. And the more your sense of self becomes stable, the more you are able to attract healthier relationships and people who are capable and willing to love you in ways that you need and desire. No matter what your childhood was like, no matter how loved you thought you were by your environment growing up, we can all use more love. And I'm telling you, you can get that from a source that is sustainable and ever flowing. You just have to be able to become someone who is okay with suffering, because you cannot see the view from the top of a mountain if you do not take that tiring, sometimes painful journey. And something that is a non-negotiable for becoming okay with suffering is emotional regulation. You need to find tools that will help you metabolize your emotions, not run away from them. There are so many out there. All you have to do is seek them out. And I can hook you up with one, which might not work for everyone. But if it does, I know it to be one of the best ways to deal with not just emotions but life. That is, of course, through making art. I have started posting art tutorials on Instagram that basically help you deal with different kinds of feelings. I will put the link in the description in case you think that will be valuable for you. You know what? I know it is true that sometimes we make mistakes that can feel irredeemable. And we all know that there are people out there who cause genuine harm, sometimes intentionally. But something in my lived experience tells me that even they deserve love. Even I deserve love when I make mistakes that I find are irredeemable. Because I have experienced that I can only become a better person through love, not through shame. Frankly, that has just never worked for me. And I think I understand a gap that exists there. I think a lot of us think that if we accept that evil people deserve love, then we feel obligated to be kind to them or to somehow love them. But I think the kind of love they deserve is also self-love, not the egoistic, narcissistic kind, because that comes from insecurity, not genuine love. But I truly think love is the biggest medicine in this world, and I truly believe the biggest problem in this world is a lack of self-love. This might be a controversial opinion, but I stand by it because that's what my experience has led me to. We are not obligated to love each other, especially when harm is present. But I think we all should be obligated to love ourselves enough to process our emotions, because that is what reduces harm for ourselves and everyone around us. And that is all I have to share for today. Thank you so much for coming on this art trip with me. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.